Good morning, Miva. Hey, weekend's over, Monday morning here. Fresh start for the week. And, we're in the second week of May now. So, you know what's coming, right? The end of school is coming faster than we can imagine, right? I got a couple of different things here for our opening slide. And I like this. We have a quote of the day and also a teacher appreciation poem from Miss from Bruce. I was going to say his last name. I won't say his first name. Okay, so Bruce said, "My teacher." This is the title. And my teacher, you are always there for me right from the start. You are a special teacher who's taught me with your heart. Thank you all for being a wonderful teacher, Bruce. So thank you so much for that appreciation poem. We do appreciate you as well and all of the students here at MIVA. So that's just an example of another student that sort of gets it and knows why they're here and what they're doing. So great. Thank you so much. And our quote of the day, of course, fits well too. This rich tapestry of life is mediated through our emotions, as a world without them would be gray and empty. Yes. And that's, again, another quote from our famous Dr. Harry Berry, the funny name. Okay. Funny. Oh, well, it's a good name. All right, next is, wow, National Eat What You Want Day. Really? That's interesting. Observe annually on May 11th, National Eat What You Want Day sets aside a day of indulgence. It's about having one day a year of eating with no regrets. Whether you love donuts or fast food, today is your day to gratify without feeling guilty. Chili cheese dogs, greasy hamburgers, french fries, potato chips, cake, cookies, candy, and ice cream are just a few of the things you can enjoy today without remorse. Decadent food is definitely on the menu today. The saying, everything in moderation, applies to this holiday quite aptly, though we're not quite sure they meant everything at the same time. However, a sample of this and a sample of that sure has a way of satisfying a sweet tooth or a greasy yearning. Need a salt fix? This holiday offers it. How about a crunch craving? Yep, we're sure you can find what you're looking for, whether it's rich, fried, or fast, frozen, baked, or spicy. Eat what you want. Some of us have that one interesting food that we avoid at all costs because well, let's see, what does that say? Know that it's in the house and we'll be eating it all. So it's our weakness, our kryptonite. This holiday suggests that we bend to our kryptonite just this one time each year. All right, so enjoy National Eat What You Want Day. Can you imagine there really is a national day for everything, isn't there? Okay, this day in science. Let's move right along. On May 11th in 2018, astronomers map interior of an interstellar gas cloud. I got a photo of one right there. So pretty. It's pretty cool. Using magnetic frequencies to listen to space, aerophysicists from Australian University of Canberra and the University of Crete in Greece and the university successfully charted the three-dimensional interior of an interstellar gas cloud for the first time. The pair of astrophysicists examined a cloud in the Musca constellation, which stretches a massive 20 light years from end to end, and discovered that the cloud's gases were much more dispersed than previously thought, which explains the lack of star formation expected from such a structure. Isn't that cool? It's kind of like out of a science fiction movie to me. Okay. This day in history. Well, in 1869, the Central Pacific and Union Pacific Railroads meet in Promontory Point, Utah. They had taken years to get there. So one company went from the east, one from the west, and they ended up right in Utah to link it up. So it was our first international train railroad that actually connected one part of the country to the next. Then in 1928, WGY-TV in Schenectady, New York begins regular television programming. 1928. And there's a picture there, a newsprint picture of the studio as it existed back then. Then in 1940, Winston Churchill succeeded Neville Chamberlain as British Prime Minister. And some people say, well, he's right there behind me. There he is. Yeah, they say that he probably was the biggest reason that, England did actually make it through that war and won with the United States and France and all the allies. So a nod to Winston Churchill. And don't forget your Amoeba Writing Club is coming up tomorrow, 3:30 to 4 o'clock. Dr. C would like to know if you'd like to go to that. We also have a gaming club tomorrow afternoon. Miss Ford would like you to tell her if you'd like to go to that. That's at 4 o'clock. So gamers, come on, all right? And also, if you want to stay home and do some video tours, well, Ms. Valley will help you with that as part of the virtual travel clubbers. And so they're going to meet today at 3:30. And that's still 4 o'clock. So today is supposed to be England. All right. Well, the land of Winston Churchill. Isn't that interesting? All right, your voice matters at Viva. Complete the student panorama survey. I think we're running out of time, but I think there might be just a few more days left. So please input your code into this login site, Panorama, and let us know how we're doing. That's really what this is for. So help us to figure out what we should do next to make it even better. And then the Senior Social Club, well, I don't have a report yet, but I know that they were meeting last Friday, and they're going to meet again this Friday. So have some fun with your fellow classmates and kind of reminisce about your years here at Viva. Have some fun, right? Prodigy Club is also this Friday. That's at 2:30. So the stronger you do in math, the better you do in this club. So the Contest of Champions is coming up, and you've got till May 22nd to earn a prize. So have some fun there this Friday. Don't forget, tomorrow afternoon and Wednesday and Thursday, we're inviting you to a Midsummer Night Stream viewings, right, from YouTube viewings. And so you're going to see 3 different types of versions of that play. And Mrs. Reed will be there with you to discuss and to have some fun, to sit back and see what you like, all right? And so, again, we're having Viva will be having NWA testing Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday for almost everybody. There's a few people that took it probably about 2 months or so ago, and you won't have to take it again. Others you might have to retake, but that's okay. We want the best data we can to help make you the best student you can. So this is a way to kind of kick back after those tests each day, beginning at 2 o'clock. All right, our MIVA Honor Series, we are doing some great things. You guys are telling us about some things that you're doing. The teachers are telling me, the students are. So I want to make sure that we're still continuing this. And today's honoree for her work on this very informative National Park Service poster showing how humans are impacting the environment goes to Emily C. So congratulations and honors to you. And that's a little bit small there, so I actually printed it out so I could read it. So coral bleaching was the poster that she decided to make a public service on, and it's coral bleaching is caused when a sudden change in the ocean causes a reaction in the coral where they release their algae living in their tissues, which provides the coral with oxygen. Some changes may include temperature or nutrients in the surrounding ocean. Pollution causes a major disturbance in what nutrients inhabit the surrounding waters. Pesticides, right, oil, waste, and plastic are just a few examples. So there's your before and after, what a coral looks like before and after it. Bleaching, it actually takes the color right away from it. What can we do to stop it? Well, there's no way we can stop bleaching from happening completely, but there are steps we can take to reduce the amount of bleaching happening in the world's oceans right now. Cleaning up after our pets, reducing the amount of pesticides we use, and picking up plastic or any other harsh materials before they enter the ocean can make a huge difference. Before we know it, the ocean will be back to a beautiful, colorful self. Do it for the coral and all the creatures who depend on it. And of course, we depend on coral as well, because that's where some of the smallest creatures of the earth begin to grow, and then the food chain that becomes part of our food. So coral bleaching, great project, and thank you for sharing that, Emily. Perfect. All right, so now it's time for advisory time. It's Monday, right? Time to take over the world, as this minion says. But why not just have some fun? You got actually a work day today and one on Friday. Then you get the testing for the rest of the week. And I'll still be doing my morning assemblies. So come on in and we'll talk a little bit, and then we'll get you started for your day. Until then, well, make it a great day. Thanks a lot, everyone. Bye-bye now.